Howdy everyone, this is Grakef. So, just wanted to say, hope everyone's doing well. Been fighting my computer, so that's why just haven't had a video in a long time. So we're back, Minecraft video. Probably gonna try and shoot a video today for Kerbal Space Program as well. And I want to see if anybody has any interest for Farming Simulator. I played Farming Simulator 2015 way back in the day, and I actually own a copy of that. It's quite a fun game, and so we probably could have that as well on the channel. Dea and I have also been looking at a couple other games we want to play together. So possibilities for some other stuff. So let me know in the comments if there's anything you'd like to see. But yeah, I think, well, I know I don't have it 100% fixed. So this particular computer, I built it about 2 years ago, and it's got a ground fault. So when I plug in USB items, sometimes the motherboard will wig out. And I should have sent it back in 2 years ago when I noticed the problem, but I never did. So I'm in the market for a new computer. So hopefully I'll be able to get that, and we'll be a little bit more on a regular schedule. But I think I've got it figured out enough that we can do some videos again together. So what I've got going here, and what I want to talk to you guys all about today, is Tech Reborn, or Industrial Craft 2. They're pretty similar, but as far as I understand, they're also pretty different nowadays. I haven't done a whole lot with Industrial Craft, but way back in the 1.25 days, I enjoyed playing it. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Also, if you hear a little bit of background static, that's the fan. It's now summer going into fall, and so it's a little warm, especially with the computers and everything on in the basement. So I'm trying to look around these trees, and I think I caught them all. But what we'd be looking for is and you can kind of see a difference in the texture there. There's these little nodes. And if you hit them with this tap, then you can extract the rubber. And then you can take this rubber and you can cook it. And then you can use this rubber, or the sap, into rubber, and then you can use that to make the insulated copper cables, as well as insulated gold cables and insulated high voltage cables, which is kind of the reinforced iron, and so on and so forth. So yeah, we need a fair bit amount of rubber, and until we get I think it's the extractor. Yeah, the industrial centrifuge, I guess, will produce sap for us out of rubber wood. So once we get that, then we can get sap as well as some other things there out of our wood. So, and that's a 2-to-1 ratio, 2 rubber wood for 8 sap. So, and I don't think there's any other recipes. Yeah, you just the industrial centrifuge can be used again to take that sap and turn it into more rubber. But it looks like it's all based around. Oh no, here we go, 1-to-1 ratio for with the extractor. So that will be our next step. We'll do the extractor for the 1-to-1 ratio, work our way up to the industrial centrifuge, which will then give us a lot more efficient use of that. So, okay. Yeah, you might notice a new building over there. I played around a little bit with AFK Auto Farms, and so this is an AFK fishing farm. Hasn't been really great. Everybody talks about how, this is completely OP and gonna break the whole game and stuff. The only thing that I've got really nice out of it was this lure mending unbreaking fishing pole. So yeah, not as OP as they make it sound. At least not in 1.14. Did set up a little enchanting area here. Be enchanted with the enchanting area. And Dea went ahead and made an upstairs too, so we got some room up here. I think this might be, once we get everything going, this might be where we're going to put that industrial or Tech Reborn. I need to probably call it by the right name. Tech Reborn. I'm just seeing if I had any more sap. Okay, doesn't look like it. We'll just sort it. Yep, that's all the sap we have. Okay, well, I will be back in a bit after I've collected enough sap to make this worthwhile. All right, we're back. I didn't realize I had some. I was looking in the furnaces, and I had 8 pieces. So we can take our 8 pieces, and that's an advanced alloy. There's some copper. And we make some of our first cables. And if I remember right, it's 3. I need 3 bars. Okay. Cool. Now give us 6 insulated cables. So then, and I found one of these in the dungeon, we'll need these electronic circuits. So the first thing we want to work for is a reborn? No, wonder why it's going down more. Anyways, it's Tech Reborn, but it keeps filtering out some of the stuff. So some of this, that's all the same mod. Okay, so looking in our machines, there should be so there's the alloy smelter, assembly machine, auto crafting table, chemical compressor, distillation, extractor. We do want to look at the extractor, but grinder. So the grinder is going to be probably one of the first ones we want to do, and we'll need a basic machine frame which takes refined iron. So if we put iron into a furnace, that will give us refined iron. So let's go ahead and take some of our iron, and let's put this coal over here, and we'll pull out some. There we go. So we can take our refined iron here, and there we go, and we'll get that going. So with the basic machine frame, then we'll need some cobblestone, one of our electronic circuits. You make electronic circuits by taking those 6 pieces of insulated copper and then 2 redstone and a refined iron, and that'll get you the electronic circuit. We'll also need some flint. I think I have some flint. Ooh, not much. But that will get us going, and that will give us a grinder. We need a power source, though, as well. Player detector. So let's keep looking through here, and there should be something like a Stirling generator or something like that. Implosion compressor, industrial blast furnace, industrial centrifuge, electrolyzer, industrial sawmill. Looks like there's all upgrades on that. Matter fabricator, recycler, rolling machine, vacuum freezer, diesel generator. Okay, so this is probably going to be a liquid style generator. And here is our basic generator. So it's a furnace, another machine frame, and then a battery. So we're going to need some more insulated cable, more refined iron, as well as redstone for that. Dragon egg energy siphon fusion coil, fusion control computer gas turbine, a lightning rod, magic energy absorber. Looks like that's a work in progress, as well as magic energy converter, plasma generator, semi-fluid generator, thermal generator, water mill, windmill, creative quantum chest, as well as for both of those digital chest, quantum chest. So we've got some storage options there. LESU storage, battery box. Okay, so here is our power storage. We will want to consider one of these at some point, and that looks like that's going to be 3 batteries and some wood. These other units are for different power levels. So you'll notice that the battery box output is 32E, our input, and 32 out, and it has 40K storage, and it is the micro class. So if we look at the LESU controller, this particular one allows 8.192K in and then put 16E out, and is again of that same tier, but is a much larger unit as well. It looks like you can upgrade that a little bit. The MFE, so medium FE power, 128 in, 128 out. The MFSU, 512 in, 512 out. LV transformer, and so this it converts from medium to lower tiers. And then a medium, so this converts from high to medium. And then from a high voltage transformers, then that goes extreme to high. So all these various transformers are to power your various devices. So if you look here, the one we want to work with, the grinder, or yeah, where did that go? Is a 32, so is a low tier. So we can power that with our battery box because it is 32 as well. It's interesting, it does say micro as opposed to low. Should hopefully be okay with that. Electrical furnace, the other thing we'll be looking at as well, that is 32. But if we get to, let's take a look at that extractor, because I imagine that's, nope, that's on the same tier, so we can use the extractor. So let's look at the industrial equipment. So all this industrial equipment, like the centrifuge, actually that one's low. This one is a medium tier, so it takes 128. So you have to match up the energy sources with their appropriate voltage. And that's pretty similar to what we have in the, at least in the United States. Quick nap here while I'm talking. And that most household stuff's 120 volts, but if you want to do more, it's 240 volts, or it can be more efficient, or 220 volts. So anyway, so we should have in here a couple more of those rubber too as well. And so let's go about making our grinder. Let's do that first. So we're going to need a couple of these machine frames. Let's go ahead and make at least 2. I should have made more of this stuff. Well, while we're waiting, so we're not waiting on that, we'll go ahead and I will take that whole kit and caboodle because it looks like the furnace was still going. We'll get that going, and so we won't have to be waiting on that. Alright, so now we can make our, oh, we need to grab some cobblestone. Oh, I wish the barrels mod would say what it is. I'm guessing this is the cobblestone. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Grinder. Okay, cool. We got ourselves a grinder. Okay, so let's look at that generator as well. Plasma, semi-fluids, just straight up generator. So that's the one that required the battery. And we're missing redstone as well as cable. No, we still got cable here. Let's grab our redstone. Alright. Water mills, generator. Oop, wrong part. Let's make the... Why is it not filling in? Oh, because it's tin, not refined iron. Okay, let's see what we got for tin. Have I done up some tin? I got some silver. I got a few pieces of tin. I got plenty of tin ore. Well, let's get that cooking. Let's grab 8 of them, just to be a little bit efficient here. Read the labels. Okay, well, we got more of that stuff, so we'll go ahead and make another machine frame so we can look at the electric furnace as well. Okay, cool. Oh, I got a whole stack of sweet berries. It's like, why is there just one on its lonesome? Alright. Let's see, that's 5. I needed, what, 4? I know I have a couple in the box, but there we go. Now we got 4. Okay, on to the back to the generator, onto the battery. Hey, there we go. So then that was, oh, and we need one of our furnaces. Hold down shift, hit it with the hammer. There we go. Rip, one more over. Okay, generator. No, it's being silly because the generator's in my offhand, or the furnace was in my offhand. Cool. So we now have a grinder and a generator. Let's go hook this up. Okay, so we can take our insulated copper cable here, and as far as I know, we really wouldn't need to do this, but we're going to do more than just one device. So we'll put our generator here, and then we'll put we're going to put the grinder here because we're going to add a battery box later. And this is hopefully the point when everything doesn't go boom, and it didn't, yay. And now we're getting power over here, and it's charging up. So now we should be able to take, say, some cobblestone, and it starts grinding it. I think it'll make us sand or gravel or something, just to show you. So there's some sand. Okay. What we can also do is ore doubling. So if we put ores in there, and put that there, and put that there. Oops, wrong box. Let's see here. Let's grab, for instance, our tin. We can come up here, stick this in here, and it'll start grinding our tin. And when we get back to look at that, it will be all ground up. So the other device, we've been using these furnaces, and the iron furnace is really efficient, but we could be more efficient, and we could do that with our electric furnace. So if we take an iron furnace with 2 redstone and an electric circuit, we can then make a more efficient electric furnace. So let's go ahead and do that as well. Whoops, there we go. Okay. Done that a couple times now this episode. So there we go. We got an electric furnace. Got our grinder. And now this device should start gathering power as well. 51% charged. Might need to have more generators. That's interesting. I would think that one generator would be able to run the 2 devices. Okay, it can. They just weren't charging to 100%. It's saying, okay. So yeah, so there we go. We're getting 2 ores when that grinds. So here you go, you can watch that. And then there's the 2 tin dust. We take the dusts and we put them in this furnace, and that furnace then converts those into bars for us. So yeah, and that's Tech Reborn. Like we were explaining earlier, one of the big things that differs Tech Reborn from a lot of other power mods is the use of basically these low voltage transformers, medium voltage transformers, and high voltage transformers. And you need to be aware of what your machine needs and is what your generators output. So, like this fusion generator, and the input rate is very high on that. And let's see where the fusion. Is there a fusion output? Whatever, there should be somewhere. I'm not seeing, but let's take the plasma for example, right? It has 2K of output, which is in the extreme levels. So you need to back that down from extreme with your high voltage, and then step it down to medium or low voltage for your needs. Or if you're trying to work with, most of these are pretty low. Medium tier, there's got to be a high tier one here. Okay, there is one, like the fluid replicator. That is a higher tier. You need to make sure that you have high tier power available to it. And you won't be able to do that unless you have something that generates a high tier or stores in a high tier. So maybe if we had like one of these LESU controllers, we can output at the rate we needed from smaller generators, such as like this coal generator. So, okay. Well, hopefully you all enjoyed this video. Like I say, it's been a little while because of the computer messing up. But like I say, I think I got it all figured out. We successfully recorded this video, so that's a good thing. I have done this a couple times now, trying to get this successfully recorded for you all, and I just put that in the wrong box. Again, don't think I like that chest setup where the one in front of the other. So, yeah, and hopefully you're enjoying the 1.14. I think I'm one of the few YouTubers doing 1.14 modded. If you see another one that's doing 1.14 modded, let me know. So I can at least, kind of look at their content and see what they're doing. A lot of people are doing 1.12 still. And yeah, let you know how you enjoy the world. This will be the second episode, so you guys see a little bit of it. I think I like this. This is really pretty. I'm enjoying the fabric, what do you want to call that, mod API. It's working really well for me and allows me to, kind of enjoy playing the game as opposed to trying to fight and get the mods working. Yeah, so I guess without any further ado, I'll let y'all go and see you in the next episode. This is Grakef. Have a great day. Bye!